Hello students, good morning. Today we will learn class 7 science chapter 16 water a precious resource. मीन्स आज हम ये चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे कि पानी वाटर ए प्रीसियस रिसोर्स एक कीमती हमारा अमूल्य रिसोर्स क्यों है राइट फर्स्ट लेट्स लर्न अबाउट द क्विक फैक्ट्स ऑफ द वाटर 22nd March is celebrated as the World Water Day to bring the awareness among the people about the conservation of the water. 22nd मार्च को हम लोग क्या सेलिब्रेट करते हैं वर्ल्ड वाटर डे क्यों टू ब्रिंग द अवेयरनेस अमंग द पीपल अबाउट द कंजर्वेशन ऑफ द वाटर क्यों क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा हम जो वेस्टेज करते हैं जो रिसोर्स नेचुरल रिसोर्स है वो वाटर का है एक बार पानी गंदा हो जाता है डर्टी हो जाता है तो वापस फिर से उसको क्लीन करना बहुत ही मुश्किल काम है 2003 was called as the International Year of the Fresh Water to bring awareness among the people about the importance of the water as a resource and why it is depleting at such a fast rate. 2003 को हमने इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ द फ्रेश वाटर का सेलिब्रेट किया था क्यों क्योंकि टू ब्रिंग द अवेयरनेस अमंग द पीपल अबाउट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ वाटर एज ए रिसोर्स एंड वाई इट इज डिप्लेटिंग एट सच ए फास्ट रेट वाटर का जो टेबल है अर्थ में वो बहुत ही खतरनाक तरीके से डिप्लेट हो रहा है नाउ सेकंड अवर क्वेश्चन इज हाउ मच वाटर इज अवेलेबल ऑन द अर्थ हमारे अर्थ पे कितना वाटर अवेलेबल है ये यू कैन सी राइट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द वाटर ऑन द अर्थ राइट अर्थ का जो वाटर है राइट दैट इज सलाइन जो वाटर है ओशन के अंदर जो सलाइन वाटर है वो 97% है तो इसका मतलब हुआ हमारे पास फ्रेश वाटर कितना है सिर्फ 3% है अब ये 3% फ्रेश वाटर से हमारा आइस कैप्स एंड ग्लेशियर्स में 68.7% वाटर हमारा कवर्ड है मीन्स दैट इज द अनयूज फॉर द यूज राइट तो हमारे ग्राउंड वाटर में कितना है ग्राउंड वाटर है सिर्फ 30.1% मीन्स और ये जो ग्राउंड वाटर हमारे पास 30.1% है दैट इज द सरफेस वाटर हमारे पास है 0.3%। अब ये 0.3% वाटर में से हमारा जो फ्रेश जो सरफेस वाटर है राइट दैट इज इन द लिक्विड फॉर्म्स लैक्स में वो है 87% और जो अगर स्वैम्प्स में है रिवर्स में है वो सिर्फ 2% है राइट सो यू कैन सी देख हमारे पास फ्रेशली अवेलेबल वाटर है वो बहुत ही कम है जो फ्रेश वाटर है जो हम लोग यूज़ कर सकते हैं इन आवर डे टू डे लाइफ वो बहुत ही कम परसेंटेज है 71% of the earth is covered with the water. However, all of that water cannot be consumed by the living organism. Why? Because it is a saline water. The figure given above represent that up to 97% of the earth's water is saline, that is the present in the oceans, and 3% of the earth's water is fresh, that is present in the ice caves, glaciers, and underground. This fresh water can be obtained from the underground, rivers, and lakes. Even then, just 1% of the fresh water is easily accessible, with much of it trapped in glaciers and the snowfield. Now, second one is the different forms of the water. Right? Water is available in the three forms, that is the solid, liquid, and the gaseous form. Solid state. Water exists on the solid form as a ice and the snow on the earth. Liquid for state. Water exists in the liquid state in the rivers, lakes, oceans, and under the ground. Now the gaseous state. The water exists as the water vapor in the atmosphere. Now here you can see the water cycle. Right? Water cycle. Water evaporate. Then it goes to the condensation. After condensation that is precipitation and precipitation से वापस वो ग्राउंड के अंदर कलेक्ट हो जाता है The water cycle is a natural process that continuously happens on the earth. The water cycle maintains the amount of the water on the earth. It can be divided into the four phases. First phase is the evaporation. It is a process when the water from the earth's surface gets converted into the water vapor due to the heat of the sun. The water vapor then gets into the air. Second is the condensation. The water vapor rises up in the atmosphere and gets accumulated above, condenses and form water droplets. These droplets collect together and form clouds. Third is the precipitation. When the volume of the droplets increases in the atmosphere, it falls on the earth as rainfall, also called as the precipitation. जो बारिश होती है उसको precipitation कहा जाता है. Sometimes it also occurs as a snowfall in some areas. Fourth phase is the collection of the water. As the water falls back on the earth, it travels along the surface and gets accumulated at the different places like the lakes, rivers, seas, oceans, and under the ground. That's how the amount of water is regulated on the earth. Now, what is the groundwater? Right? Groundwater, here you can see the groundwater. Right? Land surface, then this is the surface water. Then groundwater fills the spaces between the soil particles and fractured rock beneath the earth's surface, gravel और उसके बीच में. Now the water that falls on the earth's surface slips inside the earth and gets accumulated in the cracks and gaps on the rocks present inside the earth. जो water जो earth की surface पे गिरता है वो earth के अंदर slips हो जाता है और कहाँ जमा होता है cracks and gaps of the rocks that is present inside the earth. The water table is called the upper limit of the layer of the water present beneath the earth. Water table किसको कहते हैं? Upper limit of the layer of the water present beneath the earth. The water table can vary from one place to another. The water that is present beneath the water table of a place is called the groundwater. The water gets accumulated inside the earth because of the different sources. Rainwater that falls on the earth slips inside the ground. Water in the rivers, lakes, ponds often slips into the earth and get accumulated as a groundwater. Now, what is the infiltration? The process by which water accumulates into the ground by traveling through the soil pores is called the infiltration. Right? You can see here infiltration. प्रेसिपिटेशन बारिश होती है तो वो पानी जो अंदर चला जाता है उस प्रोसेस को इन्फिल्ट्रेशन कहा जाता है. Now, what is the aquifer? Aquifer, the underground layer of the rocks that contain water present between their cracks and empty spaces is called the aquifer. जो underground layer of the rocks होते हैं that contain the water present between their cracks and an empty space उसको कहते हैं aquifer. Here you can see. Now, how underground water can be obtained? Underground groundwater is generally obtained by digging wells, using hard hand pumps and electric pumps. Now, what is the uses of the groundwater? Groundwater is fresh water and therefore can be used for the various purposes such as the consumption of the drinking water, domestic chores, irrigation of the crops, water services in public buildings and offices, then firefighting and industrial purposes. Now, water depletions. Now we will learn about the water table depletions. मीन्स वाटर टेबल धीरे धीरे कम क्यों हो जाता है, हमारी अर्थ में से धीरे धीरे पानी कम कैसे होता जा रहा है. ये यू कैन सी. Right? Here you can see the height of the water table, right? Fall water charge, summer dry, rising water table, and here the falling water table. कैसे water table डिप्लेट होता है. चलो let's learn about that. The water table of a place may decrease if we keep on taking out more water than what is getting replenished due to the rainfall. There are the several factors that can cause water table depletions. Water table depletion के बहुत सारे factors है जिसकी वजह से water deplete होता है. First one is the increase in population. As the population of a region increases, the demand of the fresh water also rises sharply. This means more water is being required. Also, increasing population demands more space, which leads to the construction of the more houses, shops, industries, buildings, and roads. The number of the places like parks, grounds, or forests decreases. All the reduces the possibility of rainwater getting into the soil particles because the concrete floors and the roads do not allow seepage of the water. राइट जो कंक्रीट के रोड है या तो फ्लोर बने हुए वो पानी को सीपेज करने को अलाउ नहीं करते, तो पानी पूरा गटर में बह जाता है इंस्टेड ऑफ सीपिंग डाउन इनटू द ground. This means that an increased demand and usage of the groundwater as compared to the replenishment of water tables. This results in the depletion of the water table of that region. इसकी वजह से डिप्लेशन हो जाता है वाटर टेबल का उसी रीजन में. सेकंड रीजन इज द इंक्रीज इन इंडस्ट्रीज. इंडस्ट्रीज जैसे जैसे बढ़ती है वैसे वाटर टेबल डिप्लेट होता है. वो कैसे? Every industry requires water in the production processes. As the number of the industries increase, more water is drawn from the ground. All that of this result in the depletion of the water table. Third one is the agriculture activities. In case of no or the low rainfall, farmers use groundwater to irrigate their land for the agriculture. This droplets, this depletes the water table over the years. Fourth one is the deforestation. We know that plants and trees keep the soil bounded together and allow absorption of the water in the soil. Uprooting them exposes the first layer of the soil which can get washed away easily. This affects the water table of that region. Fifth one is the low rainfall. In places where there is low or the scanty rainfall, the underground water table is generally low. Now, distribution of water in India. The distribution of water across the earth is not even due to the different factors such as the rainfall and the climatic conditions. Some places have a high amount of the water while others face scarcity of water. For example, in India, places like Rajasthan get very low rainfall and hence have less water. On the other hand, places like Meghalaya receive the high rainfall and have a high amount of the water. Hence, there can be the times then when one part of the India faces floods while other is suffering from a drought-like conditions. Right here you can see the rainfall in India. Okay, distribution of the rainfall in India. Now, water management. What is the water management? No matter whether a place this is a high rainfall or the low rainfall, water management is necessary to ensure that everyone gets access to an adequate amount of the water. Generally, the civic authorities of a region are responsible for the adequate supply of water in that area. They generally use a well-structured pipeline system to deliver water to every house and building on the society. Not only this, it is also a responsibility of the civic authorities to prevent wastage of water and check if their supply system is adequate or not. Along with these authorities, every individual is also responsible for saving water and preventing it from getting wasted. Hence, we should always keep a check on how we use water in our daily lives. वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग और रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग. राइट, कैसे रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग हम लोग कैसे कर सकते हैं. ओके, रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग. नाउ the rainwater that falls on the earth is generally allowed to flow away. However, it can be saved and used to replenish the groundwater levels of the earth. This process of preventing rainwater from flowing away and storing it for the different purposes such as the replenishing groundwater levels, household chores or the industrial purpose is called the rainwater harvesting. Now, what is the boundaries? In an ancient practice of storing water involved the construction of the boweries. In all times, rainwater was collected in boweries. However, with time, their usage declined. Now, due to the scanty rainfall, people are again using them to solve the problem of water storage. Now, what is the drip irrigation? It is an allocation technique used by the farmers to water their fields. In this, water is allowed to slowly drip into the plants so that their water directly gets into the roots of the plants. This minimizes evaporation, saves water, and allows the nutrients to reach the plants easily. Narrow tubes are used to make water reach the roots of the plants in drip irrigation. Right here you can see the directly roots get the water, not all the field. Okay. Now how can we save water? We can plant Adopt different ways to minimize the wastage of the water. Always keep the taps closed while brushing or washing the face to prevent the water from flowing away unnecessarily. One should use it only when needed. Second, fix the water taps that can leaking immediately. Instead of taking a shower, use a bucket to take bath. क्यों? क्योंकि shower में पानी ज़्यादा use होता है. Fourth one is the use water left from washing clothes for mopping the floor and washing cars instead of running water. Fifth, water water your plants in the morning and evening time so that water does not immediately get evaporated. Six, do not waste food as it takes a lot of water to irrigate the fruits and vegetables. And seventh one, do not throw away water unnecessarily. Use water in a judicious amount. जितना चाहिए उतना ही पानी यूज करना चाहिए. पानी का वेस्टेज नहीं करना चाहिए. अगर घर में टैप या कोई भी कुछ भी लीकेज है तो वो तुरंत ही रिपेयर कराना चाहिए. शावर का यूज मिनिमम करना चाहिए. जब ब्रश करते हैं या नहाते हैं तब अननेसेसरली वाटर वेस्ट नहीं हो उसका ध्यान रखना चाहिए. राइट. और फूड का वेस्टेज नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स उगाने में बहुत सारा पानी यूज होता है. नाउ व्हाट इज द आउटडोर वाटर कंजर्वेशन. हम लोग आउटडोर वाटर कैसे कंजर्व कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज सेव वाटर एट योर लोकल कार वॉश में. देन डोंट over fertilize, wash your car in the lawn. Now keep the water clean. Don't water sidewalks, cracks or the streets. Practice recycling. Keep storms and drains clean. And be smart about what goes down storm drains. Now in the water conservations, वो तो हमें पता है. Splash the water dog. Then upgrade high efficiency features. Don't rinse before washing. Okay. Now next topic is how scarcity of water affects the plants. The plants get dried up as they get no water and hence they can die. There is no water to conduct photosynthesis and hence they are not able to produce any food. There will not be able to grow upright because of scarcity of water. There will no longer be able to get enough nutrients from the soil because of the loss of the water. As a result, there will be no food, no oxygen and hence no life without the plants. Right? अगर plants ही नहीं होंगे तो life नहीं होगी. अगर water नहीं होगा तभी भी हमारी life will be difficult to survive. Right? Hope you understand this chapter properly. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.